We are going to make a liquid fertilizer that will help your plants in a matter of days, not weeks. It will wake up your soil, build natural fertility, and boost the population of good microbes by the millions. Your plants will grow faster, look healthier, and your soil will become rich and alive again. The best part? You only need a few simple ingredients, and within just 24 hours it will be ready to use in your garden. The first thing we need is charcoal. Crush it well so it turns into small pieces, almost like gravel. This step is important because the smaller the pieces, the more surface area they have to hold nutrients and microbes later. But plain charcoal alone is not very helpful for plants. That's why we are going to activate it and turn it into something amazing called biochar. Biochar is basically organic charcoal that has been charged with nutrients and life. It works like a sponge in the soil. It absorbs water, holds nutrients, and becomes a home for billions of beneficial microbes. Once added to the soil, it doesn't break down easily and can stay there for hundreds of years, improving fertility and structure over time. It helps plants absorb nutrients better, balances pH, reduces fertilizer loss, and keeps the soil moist for longer. Farmers who use biochar often notice stronger roots, higher yields, and healthier plants even during dry conditions. Now that our charcoal is crushed, we'll place it into empty 5-liter plastic bottles. These bottles will act like mini fermenters for our liquid fertilizer. After adding the charcoal, the next step is to introduce life into it. For that, we'll add fully decomposed manure, something rich in living microbes. This could be cow dung compost, goat manure compost, or vermicompost. The manure is the heart of this recipe because it contains millions of beneficial bacteria, fungi, and microorganisms that help break down organic matter and make nutrients available to plants. When we add this manure to the bottle, those microbes start finding their way into the tiny pores of the charcoal, turning it into biochar slowly. Next, we'll add non-chlorinated water to the bottles. Chlorine can harm the microbes we are trying to multiply, so if you have rainwater, that's perfect. Otherwise, leave tap water out in an open container overnight to let the chlorine evaporate. This water will act as the medium where all the microbial activity takes place. Now comes an important step: adding molasses. Molasses is pure microbial food. It's full of simple sugars, minerals, and trace nutrients that microbes love to eat. When we pour molasses into the bottles, it acts like an energy drink for microbes. They start feeding and multiplying at a massive rate, increasing their numbers by millions within a short time. As they feed, they release enzymes and organic acids that activate the charcoal, turning it from a dry black carbon into a living biochar full of microbial life. After adding everything, close the bottles tightly, but make a small hole in the cap so gases can escape. As the microbes grow and consume oxygen, they release carbon dioxide. If we don't make a hole, the bottles could expand or even burst. Give the bottles a good shake so everything mixes well: the charcoal, molasses, manure, and water. Then, set them aside for at least 24 hours. During this time, the microbes will be busy colonizing the charcoal, feeding on the molasses, and multiplying like crazy. The charcoal will slowly get infused with nutrients and living organisms, becoming real biochar, a powerful soil booster. After 24 hours, our liquid fertilizer is ready to use. Take a bucket of clean water and pour 1 bottle into it. Mix it well. The reason we do this dilution is to spread the microbes evenly and prevent them from being too concentrated. When you add the liquid directly, it might be too strong for some plants, especially young ones. Mixing it with water ensures that the microbes and nutrients reach a larger area of soil and gently work their magic without overwhelming the roots. Now we can give this liquid to our plants and pour some over our newly made garden beds. When this mixture goes into the soil, the living microbes immediately get to work. They start breaking down organic matter, releasing nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium in forms that plants can easily absorb. They also improve soil structure, making it fluffy and full of air pockets, which helps roots grow deeper. The biochar acts like a permanent home for these microbes, protecting them from heat, drought, and harsh weather, so they can keep working for months. When you pour this on your plants, you'll notice the leaves turning greener, new growth appearing faster, and overall plant health improving within days. The roots grow stronger because they now have a living ecosystem around them. Your soil becomes more fertile, moisture stays for longer, and you'll need less fertilizer in the future because the biochar keeps holding onto nutrients. This simple homemade liquid fertilizer not only feeds your plants, but also transforms your soil into a living, breathing system that keeps giving back season after season. With just a few natural ingredients and 24 hours of patience, you've made something that supports nature's own way of growing, strong, balanced, and full of life.